Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for the women's Vancouver final, and an unexpected occupant of this final, Fiji, ranked 11th at the moment in the overall standings versus number 1 New Zealand. Now, a loss to Australia earlier on in the competition threw a massive curveball, which meant that the Kiwis and the Aussies faced each other in the semi rather than the final. It opened up the door for another side, and as you can see here, the Fijians, they did step up. Looking through at the starting lineup, it will be Donu, Taruti, Nakathea, Dalaiwao, Milanea, Ripia Lunisau, and then also Thavuru. Very capable team, but it's just very hard to know what to expect when they go head-to-head here with New Zealand, whether or not the occasion of a final will get the better of them, or whether maybe they can pull off that upset of... I don't think it's upset of the decade. That would be a bit far, but I think it would be the biggest upset for the Fijians since winning the bronze medal at the 2020 Olympics. So, if they can do it, would be extremely impressive. In the starting lineup for New Zealand, it is Jasmine Felix Hotham, Michaela Brake, Sarah Hirini, Pori Lane, Waka, who has already scored multiple tries in the last little while, Georgia Miller, and then also Nuku, the last lady in the starting side. This is where we put the world on notice. Let's go, ladies, says Justin. New Zealand to win this one. All the best, girls. And also we have got their Miller and Waka time from Dallin. And also a let's go Fiji. And yes, if you beat New Zealand, it will be a big upset, but I don't think so. But let's go, girls. Good luck. Thank you, Hamish, says Justin there as well. And even if they are competitive, I know that that seems like a bit of a rough thing to say at this point in time. Of course, this game, soon we will know how it goes. But, you know, if they can push New Zealand, they can, you know, threaten them a bit and make them a bit nervous, that's all you can ask for in a final. And maybe the occasion, like I said, maybe it does make them play the best rugby that they have in a long time. They had a capable win over Japan in the semi, and I mean, we saw Australia struggle up against the Japanese at times in their bronze medal final. So there's a lot on the line here, and I feel like I just hope maybe, rather than feel, that it's going to be competitive. I hope it is. But it's hard to tell. The Fijians, in the men's side of things, of course, did finish third. They get themselves the bronze. Currently actually sitting third in the overall standings. I did see that at the moment Argentina are in first and Spain are in second in the overall standings. And the problem is New Zealand squad is probably the strongest squad except for one. This is a super team. Says Justin, yeah, like they have gone week in, week out, battling the Aussies. And it's just what they have done. And it's nice to see a different side in the final. With Australia finishing third, maybe we get to see these two sides in New Zealand and Australia face off early. And someone else, whether that is a France or whether that is, you know, a Canada or Great Britain, can come in and really be on the grandest stage. Alec Goldsmith of the Australian, or who is Australian, I should say, is going to be in charge of this one, and New Zealand will be kicking off this one from left to right. One of the biggest chances for some of these Fijian ladies. Can they make the most of it? Nicely taken by Donu. Inside of their own 22 here, Fiji. They have to make sure their passing is on point. New Zealand, in some cases, having the size advantage. Sirahirani going for the turnover in the breakdown, not quite able to get it. And she does this time. Hirini looking for the quick tap here. Fiji trying to get out of there. Oh no, she accidentally kicked it away. It's going to be a yellow card. I don't think that was at all on purpose. It was just the case she was getting back up to her feet, and Dalaiwao is now going to be off the field for 2 minutes. That is almost, like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think that's honestly, it could be the game already, which is a massive shame because it was an accident. New Zealand go through, and Pori Lane will score the first try of this final. But just like that, New Zealand get themselves on the try sheet. Third try in Vancouver. Sounds like it really sucked the wind out of the crowd as well, just that little moment. We're going to see it here. Nalawai, she was taken down. And then, yeah, just in the process of standing up, ball got caught under the foot. Then does get sent to the bin. New Zealand missed the conversion, so that is now going to make the score 5-0 in favour of the Black Ferns. 24 years of age, 26 tournaments, for Risipori Lane, and she will be kicking off yet again here for the Kiwis. Nicely claimed by Stacey Waka. New Zealand retaining the ball. Now going off to the left-hand side. Chance here, Jasmine Felix Hotham. Passing it across Michaela Brake. Trying to find her way through. Well shut down. And driven backwards. Poldy Lane. Going now across here. Sirahirani in the middle of the field. Georgia Miller inside ball. And through goes Nuku. And that'll be the second try for New Zealand here. 2 tries within the first 2 minutes. Is this a sign of things to come? Nalawai is still going to be off the field for another 25 seconds or so. There are huge gaps opening up in their defence. And New Zealand are fully capitalising. Like they're saying, just that retention of the ball as well off kickoff. Being able to hang on to it here for the New Zealanders. Are they going to be able to replicate it and do it again? No, it hasn't gone the 10, but Fiji played at it. Knock on there from New Zealand. So will be the scrum feed now for Fiji. A little bit of a hard shot in the back of Felix Hotham too. Frustration from Fijiana. Dalai, while she charges back out there onto the park, she wants to make sure she's out there for the rest of this contest. This may be one of the highest final scores, says Justin, although we've had quite a few high-scoring finals before in the women's as well as the men's finals. Sides have reached 40-plus points. Now, Thavuru puts the ball in for Fiji. Cross to this left-hand side. Fiji now with an attacking chance. They're going to step their way up the middle. Nuku making the tackle. Ripia Lunisau, she does get that first touch for her in this final. I got the Hamish in there from Robert. Welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing extremely well. Now on another offload. A Lunisau. 2-woman tackle on her. They've picked her up off the ground and they've dropped her. Now it's going to be Georgia Miller. Tackled offload to Risipori Lane. And one more on the outside. Stacey Waka scores. 3rd try of the final for New Zealand. That is her 110th career try. The 9th in the Vancouver Sevens. She had a very successful tournament. Thank you, Hamish. It was nice back then when we could watch the matches right from the World Rugby website. Nowadays, especially in Canada, it costs an arm and a leg just to catch Love Sports if you're lucky, or Live Sports if you're lucky. Yeah, it's a massive shame because, like you said, it used to be on the World Rugby website and it used to be perfect for places that didn't have a broadcast option, or if you were somewhere that did have a broadcast option, you could just, set your VPN to a certain country and you could watch. But they've decided to try and make, unfortunately, most rugby, it's pretty much pay to watch, which is unfortunate. Yes, it has to make money, but at the same time, for something like Sevens, you used to see so many people from all around the world tuning in because they had that option, but now you lose those overseas viewers. Line break here for the Fijians. Big tackle on her from Michaela Brake. Doesn't get the turnover in the breakdown. Now chance, nice spin from Donu. Offloads. Hirani is there. And she will take it back. Awesome, says Justin. Drop ball backwards from the Black Ferns. Now Risipori Lane. Another step. Goes up the middle. Tell you what, they will catch her. Because, of course, the lady who got sent off is extremely fresh at the moment for Dalaiwao. And now knock on from the Kiwis. Rip ball, and they'll go back for the original scrum. Fiji's feed. 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Currently, in terms of the overall standings, like I mentioned at the start of the match, New Zealand are number 1, Fiji are number 11. So going into this contest, they came in as a $16 underdog, and currently they are only $26 underdog. I would say that that's as high as they can go. At a guess, being 17-0 down. But now again, it is going to be the chance for the scrum. Ball pops out the back for the Fijians. Lunisau going off. Oh no, knock on there from Thavuru. That's going to be New Zealand's ball. Frustration coming for Fiji. It's Game has been far from perfect. New Zealand are on a 17-game winning streak at BC Place. They have never lost a match at this venue. They absolutely love playing on the 4G turf. They will be one of few. A lot of teams hate it, but New Zealand seem to thrive in this environment. Of course, a lot of players with the long sleeves on or the tape over the knees and elbows to try and stop the friction burn that you get on this type of artificial turf. All being told to play the halfback role. Nice steal from Fiji. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Nuku and Poultry Lane. And now Fiji once again have got the possession going out wide. Chance here for Ripi. Lunisau goes inside then outside. Michaela break covering. Offload pass. Almost through for Nasanga. Now going to the right again here for Fiji. The crowd are getting behind them. Big fin from Donu. Still there. Georgia Miller told to get out of it. Now back to the left-hand side. Lunisau. Another step. Oh, big shot for Nakathira, I should say. And that's going to be the penalty going the way of New Zealand. To put the ball down. Georgia Miller will take this one quickly. She'll be getting frustrated that she hasn't scored a try yet, but now she's jogging down the wing. Is she quick enough? Yes, she is. Fends them off. And now she gets her try. Who won the men's final? It was, Argentina managed to win that one by the 7 points. 19 points to 12 as the end score. That is going to be the 7th try for Georgia Miller. Good driving shot from Michaela Break that forced the first initial turnover. And just running down the wing for Georgia Miller. And just fending off the defence. Now half-time in this contest. Georgia Miller has shanked that one. Almost didn't even make it to the goal line. But it's going to make the score 22 points to 0. Tournament attendance was 58,600, I think that said, up on the big screen, which is a pretty decent amount across 3 days. So around that kind of 20,000, a little bit less per day. And Miller the Thriller, says Justin, and thanks, says Rosalie, no worries at all. But yeah, a close one between the sides. Both teams staying with their 7 on the field throughout the match, which was ideal. But then it just never really got going for the blitz box. They kind of fought back in the second half, but they were down by 19-0 pretty much from about 30 seconds into the second 7 minutes. Now, in terms of the benches for New Zealand, they will still have quite a few handy enough options. Mahina Paul, Teresa Stefano for the Fijians, Vothi. So yeah, looking forward to seeing she can bring a bit of extra impact. But it is going to be tough. 22-0 down, heading into the second half. It's either going to be more of the same or Fiji might be able to slow New Zealand's roll. Get themselves... I think that the crowd, just to see one try for the Fijians, and thank you Fijian ladies, what a brave and youthful team. Please take it as a learning process. Exactly right. Like, this is their first final in an extremely long time. In fact, I can't even remember the last final that the Fijiana side were in. Ranked 11th. Normally sides that are ranked that low don't get this sort of opportunity. So, yeah, hopefully they do learn from it and they can improve. It'll also do wonders for them in terms of the overall points. Because, of course, you know, this type of situation, that one hasn't gone 10 from Fiji. But for finishing in second, they will get themselves 18 points in total. And just looking at the women's side of things, Fiji had 8 points leading into this. After this tournament, they're going to be on 22, which actually puts them above the relegation zone, depending on, of course, a few of the other results. But that would be, you know, one more league like that, and they will be, I'd like to think, almost safe. But it is, of course, very hard to say. New Zealand in position at the moment. Fiji, they give away the penalty. Fiji are playing amazing, says Justin. And yeah, I think the crowd are fully behind Fiji to score once. It's not very often New Zealand aren't cheered, but yeah, the crowd have almost slightly turned against them. They want to see a Fijiana try. Now kicked in behind Poldy Lane, partially charged. Georgia Miller tries to kick the ball forward. Picked up now by Fiji. Now moving up to the halfway line. Milania sits down. Jasmine Felix Hotham. Poldy Lane has to get out of there before getting penalised for not rolling away. Oh, an injury here for Milania. That is not good news because that means they're playing with 6 now. Georgia Miller looking for the steal, and she does manage to get it. Sitahirani takes a quick tap. Fiji currently playing with 6, and they're going to run it straight through the gap where she was. Michaela Brake on the outside, and they will be able to score. The mismatch in numbers benefits the Kiwis. And New Zealand for the win, says James there. Now 10 tries for Michaela Brake in the Vancouver Sevens. New Zealand have scored a ton of them. Right, time is off, and they are going to be making that sub. Hopefully Milania is going to be all right. Look like some sort of leg injury in the process of being tackled. Now New Zealand, they are up to, that is try number 5. Wait, did they say New Zealand declined the kick? Wait, is that what they said? Did they decline the kick, or did they just miss it? I don't know about declining kicks. In a final, there's going to be a knock-on. And nice how long of a game play we got, says Mr. Genius. Still another 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Now ready to have the scrum again. And yeah, actually managing to make the ground. It goes straight through the hands of Faliafanga. And I says Justin. Now Fiji going to the short side. Little stutter step from Favuru. Defence from New Zealand to woman tackle. And 4.5 minutes remaining in this contest break with 264 tries here. Keeps on adding to the record. Now stepping again here for Fiji. Can't quite get through. Go Fiji, says Vasiva. Lunisau. Off to the side. I think they opted not to take the kick. I guess because they are so far ahead, they can risk it. So is the tactic to try and have more time to score more tries, I would assume? But like I get why they would do it. But at the same time, you know, take the kick. It's less arrogant to still play the game the way that they normally would. Now, nice run forward, 40 metres out from the line. Unless they did feel bad about the fact that Fiji were playing with 6 with an injury. So maybe they decided, you know, we'll take 5 off you, but we won't take 7. Congratulations to the Black Ferns, and thank you for your coverage, Hamish. Get some sleep after this. Says Kip. Now, nice offload on the outside. Good pick up for Donu. And it looks like Georgia Miller trying to catch her. She will not. And Fiji score their first try of the final after the final. I will get some sleep. What a great weekend to Sevens, says Jan Lu. At Fijiana, a big smile on the Fijian supporters' faces in the stands. Donu down the wing. Georgia Miller trying to catch up with her, and then just fingertips away from being able to drag her down. Fiji now has something on the board to show for this matchup. They have said Donu out for 2 years with a knee injury, and now she is back. That kick has gone over, making the score 27 points to 7. One of the Fijian players sitting down on the sidelines. Hopefully no injury involved there. Nice work, Fiji, says Justin. Looks like Georgia Miller, she will also make her way from the field. Fantastic game, getting a couple turnovers and also the try for the Black Ferns. I think that was knocked on by Fiji, so claimed here for Teresa Stefano. Did you enjoy the Sevens this weekend? It was thoroughly enjoyable. A lot of golden point games taking place, a lot of close ones as well. Fiji will win this final. I think they don't have enough time left. Currently only 2 minutes remaining, but just having a try, honestly, for a side ranked 11th is a win in its own right. And hopefully they can learn from this game. They can keep on improving, and we get to see them in more semis and finals in the future. Looks like Davis is going to make her way on. Now New Zealand, they are going to be in possession. They are just talking about those competition points they will receive, which is a massive amount, 18. They only had 8 leading into this game. Now, in the middle of the field, Felix Hotham offloads to will be straight through. Oh, great run. And this looks like no one will be able to catch her. Maya Davis only recently making her way on, and she does score the try. We've got Kip has gifted a membership. Thank you very much, mate. Although you don't have a membership yourself, Kip, so hopefully that wasn't you trying to get your own. Nice finish from Davis. That is her first try in a Black Ferns Sevens kit. And, well, Vancouver would be an amazing tournament to go and watch live. So here's Justin. Yeah, the BC place has rocked all weekend. That kick, they have taken it this time. And it does go over. Big smile on the face as she was running that one in. Right, time off. And the subs are once again going to be made. Just 1 minute remaining on the clock here. Difference between these two sides currently sitting at 27 points. I think that's the game. Yeah, I think that New Zealand should be able to close it out from here. Oh, and we are on, says Justin. Now, kicked off short by the replacement, Maya Davis. Ball is in the hands of Fiji. And with 40 seconds remaining, I would say this will be their last attacking chance. New Zealand may have one more counter afterwards. Another offload from Ripi Lunisau. Now going short side, having to almost run this one backwards to try and make those extra couple meters. Mahina Paul makes the tackle again. It was Naide. Now Lunisau wrestled down, looks for the offload, a little bit risky. Hirni all over the Fijiana player. She does manage to get it to ground though. Oh, rush defense there from Hirni, got the timing right, and that will be the last try. Mahina Paul gets it between the sticks, and that is going to make the end score in this contest 41 points to 7. If I get a time machine, Hamish, I'll take us back more. Watch it live. Says Justin. And what is happening to the Fijian defence? They are just up against a very strong New Zealand side. They are ranked number 1 for a reason. They've proved that in this match. But yeah, like I said, this game for Fiji is all about learning, working out what they can do better in the future so that they can get more games up against New Zealand in playoff matches just around the corner. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. This is the last live stream of the day. But we might have a video coming out a little bit later on, perhaps a career mode episode of our Hurricanes on Rugby 25. If you guys are new to the channel, of course, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're back next weekend with Super Rugby as well as the URC. But New Zealand victorious in the women's. In the men's, it was Argentina. And now we look forward to the next Sevens leg. And for anyone wondering when that is taking place, the next one will be Hong Kong. That will be the 28th to 30th of March. So we've got another month and a bit before we do get to see that next leg take place. But thank you all very much for tuning in. And I will see you all for the next one.